So good to be here to connect with you in this way. I have a question about something that I see. We were talking about auras before, and I've seen some auras in the past, but not consistently. What I do see...
Well, there's not always something there to see. Do you always see a rainbow?
Right. A matter of perspective.
Sometimes the rainbow is not presenting itself in a way that can be interpreted visually. And so sometimes the aura is more evident than others. And sometimes, you're right, sometimes you are up to speed with it and therefore able to interpret it better.
I guess it's a question of perspective, and I'm really interested in optics and lighting, and that's really what the rainbow is all about for our eyes. So what I see, I can best describe as, it's like a pixel. If you've ever seen a computer screen with a pixel that's broken, except this isn't broken, it's more alive than everything else around it. It's actually vivid, it sparkles and twinkles like a star.
So what you're seeing is, you're interpreting energy visually.
This I understand. Yeah, so I'm trying to understand what it is, because I feel good about it. I don't feel like my vision is broken.
It isn't, it's enhanced.
Yes, and I'm wondering, because the sense I feel is that I almost want to leap through it. It feels like an opening of sorts.
Well, it is, but look at it this way. So here's this vortex version of whatever it is you're focused upon. And you're in this open and allowing place where you're beginning the translation. Now earlier we were talking about how the earliest manifestations come in the form of an idea and an emotion. Well, yours are coming in the visual. Esther's very auditory. Most people are more auditory than visual, but when you are visual, that means the vibration is being seen by you, but the vision isn't coming into full fruition yet, in the same way that the manifestation isn't coming into full fruition, because you haven't practiced that frequency long enough that it will take shape. We so want you to hear this reality that you are all in agreement upon at one time looked to everyone like that. And now, because more are up to speed, more are looking, more are expecting, in other words, you're born able to translate more, the evolution of your species is causing that, you see. Good to know. This reality that feels so, looks so, smells so real is a vibrational interpretation. So what you're talking about is an enhanced, expanded version of that vibrational interpretation that you are translating into visual, and there is no limit to where it can go. But we want to give you this. We are so happily giving this to you. It may feel to you like this pixelated, albeit exhilarating version, that you'd like it to play out even more in the ethers and in the vision, but it's only going to go so far, and then it's going to become a manifested reality that looks real just like everything else looks real. So you see what we're getting at? It's the beginning stages of a reality.
The visual interpretation is just of that manifestation process.
Yes, and it's to help you to know how it all works. How do thoughts turn to things? That's how. Through someone receiving the interpretation of it.
Yeah, so it's all a matter of manifestation. It's all about becoming real, and this is just my...
So let's make that an even better statement. It's all about manifestations, true enough, but let's make it even better, more accurately stated. It's all about the perception of manifestations.
My perception, which is more visual, it seems.
And most humans are not happy with a manifestation that only they perceive. They want everybody else to see the car in the garage too. But if you can be satisfied with your manifestation, whether it's an idea or a vision accompanied by an emotion, and you're able to maintain your joyful connection with it, it must play out in full fruition. It must.
Yeah. I have one other question. It's just more of my curiosity. Do you speak to us as Abraham through the perception of Esther's source, or is, and I think it's more a matter of Abraham being a separate partition of source?
Well, source is speaking to all of you. As we're talking about this vibrational reality that then Esther is receiving the thought for, Back here are other vibrational realities of which Abraham is a part. So Abraham represents Esther's inner being and the cadre of teacher energies that are surrounding that. So as Abraham manifests further and further and further, eventually Abraham has become a reality that you all can see and hear through Esther's interpretation of it. But everyone has access to this source energy that will manifest depending upon where you are and what you want and what your intentions were coming in.
It's all one.
It is all one, but the diversity of that one is what gives the balance to the whole that allows the one to become more.
And the fun. Thank you.
Very good.